Hello and welcome to the video series of LFI and RFI. In the last video, we saw how RFI works when there is a no input validation and allow URL include option is set to on. So we were able to include the files remotely and then we were able to execute the commands. Now in this video, we will see how we can take a shell of that system once we have command execution. So now go back to the Kali machine. So we can execute commands. Let's verify that I can execute commands. Okay. And now try to include, the easiest way is try to include a remote shell. So now if you go to the web directory, I have shell 2 maybe, let's see. So shell 2 is to connect back to 192.168.100.129 IP address on port 1234. Perfect. shell2.php. So let me open the listener on port 1234 and go to the browser. Instead of RFI test.php, let me try to include shell2.php. Okay. So I'm assuming the code is being executed. So let's go back to the CLI, wait for a second, and we should see victim connects back to the Kali machine on port 1234. It is still listening, and here it go. So victim machine now can connect back to the attacking machine, and if you do a fconfig, we are on 192.168.100.144. So that is the one way wherein we can utilize existing reverse shell, change IP addresses and try to include the reverse shell, and then we will be able to get to the system. So you can do everything whatever you can do on actual machine. So I can execute ls pwd fconfig cat pass wd. So I have access, but as of now my privileges are of www-data. So I've not get the shell as root. So how we can do privilege escalations, how to identify weak services, how to exploit them, so that we will cover in separate video series entirely. So that is one way you can get the shell. Another way could be you can have a PHP interpreter, and then with the help of PHP interpreter you will be able to get the shell. So let me quickly generate a PHP interpreter. So ms-phenom -p and then PHP interpreter reverse underscore TCP. Lhost is 192.168.100.129 and then L port is, for example, 443. Format is raw and then file will be RFI test1.php. Perfect. Now let me launch Metasploit so that we can open the handler, and the handler will listen on port 443. So we will try to include this RFI test1.php file, and we should see a interpreter connection back from victim machine to the Kali machine. So use exploit multi-handler, set payload PHP. It has to be same which we have used to generate the payload. So set payload is PHP interpreter reverse TCP. Set lhost was given as 192.168.100.129 and set lport is 443. Open the handler, go to the browser, and instead of shell 2, let's try to access RFI test1.php. and here we have a shell. So if you do sysinfo, you could see I'm on Ubuntu machine, Linux operating system, and if you do if config is not working, but you can do bunch of other stuff with the help of a interpreter. So it depends what type of shell you need. Either you can use a reverse shell from Pentest Monkey, you can download that shell from there, it is available on the Kali as well, or you can generate a interpreter payload, and with the help of handler you can get the access of the system. There are other ways too how we can get the shell. So I want you guys to try what can be the third way to get the shell in case of RFI. So thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you are enjoying this video series. Thank you very much.